All right. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Good. Check it. Yeah, check it. It'll pop up. There you go. All right. Hey, so shalom. Hey, we the brothers here from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp coming back to the spirit with another lesson. Lord willing, we hope and pray that it's edifying. Before we begin this lesson, of course, we want to give all praises, all glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. All right. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well. And as always, peace, salutations, many blessings unto the elect of Israel scattered around the four corners of the earth. All right. Amen. It's been a hot day today, prophetically. Okay. From Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, over to the land of Israel, Palestine, Colombia. Okay. It's pretty much, hey, the Lord is opening this thing up, man. All right, you can see that the hand of the Most High is really working, and He's really moving the pieces of the puzzle to perform His will. So prepare. The name of this lesson is going to be entitled, Prepare Your Mind for More Intense Global Activities, man. Okay? And the Lord is rolling out a global scheme, not just a scheme that pertains to one part of the world. Okay? This is what you call global schematics on a high level. And you're seeing Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai mixing the pot, man. Okay. Now, one thing that's going on out in the southeast, okay, is, man, you got crazy gas shortages, man. Okay, you know, throughout the day, the course of the day, man, I've been seeing crazy lines. Okay, you know, people not able to get gas, people broken down on the sides of the roads, and it's they're expecting it to get worse over the next couple of days, man. All right, not to mention, all right, you having you know, rockets being launched from Palestine, Gaza, all right, certain parts of Israel as well, man. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is stirring the pot of prophecy, and it's going to intensify, brothers. Okay, it's going to intensify. So without further ado, you know, we're gonna go ahead and jump into the scriptures and possibly pull up some articles dealing with the current events that's happening right now, man. And hey, brothers, just keep your eyes peeled, stay in prayer, you know, and hey, expect for this thing to grow, man. Expect for this thing to get worse before it get better. Okay, so if somebody could real quick get Ecclesiastes 18 and 20.
I get it right here. Ecclesiastes 18 and 20. Ecclesiastes 18 and 20. Before judgment, examine thyself, and in the day of visitation, thou shalt find mercy.
Absolutely, which is why this lesson is entitled "Prepare Your Mind," because a part of preparing your mind, all right, is getting ready to go through this final tribulation that's prophesied of in the book of Revelations. Also, that's prophesied of in Jeremiah, Daniel, okay, the book of Matthew, all right. The preparation of the mind, what type of mentality you going into this thing with, man? All right, because if you see what's going on in Israel right now, man, them people, that's soon to come to America. That's coming to American streets, man. All right. When this thing really open up, certain buildings gonna get knocked down. People gonna be trading rockets before the nuclear missiles touch down, man.
Right.
Okay, is people gonna be launching rockets, all kind of different bombs going off, all kind of you know, airstrikes. Okay, it's gonna get crucial, man. And when that becomes a reality, okay, what type of mindset you gonna have? That's why I say, before judgment, examine thyself, and then you will find mercy. So we coming into crucial times, and we've been prophesying about this.
Right. And the scripture speak about you know, in Luke, I think it's 12 and 25, Satan's house being divided against itself. Right. Even in the United States of America, you see there's conflictions within Texas, you know, Florida, the governors and the mayors of these different regions, New York, California. It's going to get to the point where you know, damn near the president is going to make certain declarations even against these different states, man. Because a lot of these different state governors, you know, the governor of Florida, you know, as well as like I said, Texas, they're not really pushing forward with these different gun laws like you know, these different Democratic, you know, representatives want them to push for. You know, they're not being as compliant as they desire them to be. So they're going to start really putting the crack down, man.
I got that scripture for you too. This is Matthew 12 and 25. It says, and Yahweh Shai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation,
and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand.
Yeah, even in the was that like the Dark Ages, you had like Rome that was divided in half. You know, you had was that like the Holy Roman Empire, if I'm not mistaken, it was split in two.
Yeah.
And it was conflictions.
Yeah, pagan Rome, which that's where you got a lot of the like the Danes and the Ostrogoths, and a lot of those go back to that pagan Rome, believing in you know, Thor and you know what was
That Valhalla spirit.
yeah, Valhalla. That was all pagan Rome.
Yeah, and then what was one of the main reasons why Rome fell? Because of infighting. A lot of people were rioting, which we see is going on today. A lot of people are pissed off from the federal government, as well as their state and local officials. You know, they're ready to take it there, but you got it all right.
It says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?
It can't, because you know, like you know, it's the so-called United States, but really it's the divided states.
Yeah.
Just like when America was trying to get their grips, you know, to actually becoming the United States of America, it was all through the force of the sword. And you see in these different, you know, states actually raising up, and they're being very combative, and they're really in the spirit of doing their own damn thing, man.
Yeah.
That's why even we was talking about even at camp, you had the Brexit,
Yeah.
you know. So even with these even Edomite countries over there in Europe, they're not even at you know, in unification. They're at odds with one another.
That's right.
And it's gonna get worse and worse and worse.
That's Isaiah 19. It said, "Well, I set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." With the Egyptians, we know Hamites, but in prophecy, that's talking about the so-called white man. All right, so the so-called white man, you got these, you know, American Edomites, Russian Edomites. You know, the Israelis, even within America, the Edomites are divided.
Yeah.
So that's a sign of this place getting ready to fall.
That's right. I got a quick pre. Second Ezra 15 and 15.
That's a spirit.
Well, I'm starting at 14. Well, matter of fact, you can read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly what I had. Second Ezra 15:15.
Start at 14, bro.
Oh, 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
Now, the word woe means a calamity, destruction. Woe to the world. Now, people like to misquote John 3 and 16 and say, "For God so loved the world," but this scripture say, "Woe to the world," man. And we seeing woes taking place in the world right now, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
God, it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh."
And it is coming near. Every day we wake up, the sword and the destruction of America gets closer, man. The clock is ticking, man. The shot clock running down on Babylon the Great, man. And we close, man. You can feel it, man. When you go outside and you're going throughout Babylon the Great, you can just, it's just like it's just like any day, man, something catastrophic can happen, man.
We've seen it today.
That's right. You know, and they projecting that throughout the rest of the week. Man, this gas thing is going to affect food. It's going to affect a lot of different businesses, man. And what's happening over in Israel right now too? And I think it was in Tel Aviv. Their gas pipeline got hit with an airstrike. And you see it from an aerial view. You see their whole gas facility where their gas is being manufactured. It's on fire. Okay, and the news media really got a hellified block on what's going on over there right now too, man. They ain't really fully showing everything that's going on over there, man. It's really going down, man. A lot of babies, a lot of kids dying. You know, a lot of people getting bombed in them buildings. They ain't even pulled certain bodies out the rubble yet, man. You know, go ahead, bro.
It says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another."
And it's talking about what's going to come to America as well. Okay, when SHFT here in America, okay, a lot of you people, you gonna click with your own, man. You're gonna click up with your own people, man. Whether you want to, you know, try to, you know, proclaim this whole world peace philosophy, you know, man is, you know, we're one race, the human race, which is all bull crap. This is all the rhetoric from the elitists to keep your ass asleep. Okay, but the true nature, when all hell break loose, the true nature of quote unquote humanity is to go and reside in your corner. Okay, the scripture say a certain beast resort unto his life.
Right.
You know, so it's gonna be the same thing with you Jakes. Esau gonna come at you, Jakes. You Jakes gonna go at the Edomites, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
Real quick, let's go to what you're saying. Everything that's happening around the world, like you said, eventually is going to come to America. This is all a prelude, man. That's why you read, what's that, Ezekiel 38, it speaks about the land of unwalled villages, those that go safely. Because Jacob, people over here, they think, oh, let's come, look at this level of comfort. Not knowing that, man, what's going on around the world is going head to head 10 times as worse, man.
Venezuela,
Yep.
Colombia.
Yeah.
all these different South American, and when you think about South America, you think of it as a place of abundance in fruits, vegetables, resources. They're catching hell. A lot of them want to leave the country, but they can't. So it's just that same thing is going to take place here in America.
And America's getting used, or America has gotten used to not get in touch.
Exactly.
You know, they're used to looking at the news and saying, "Oh, damn, that's too bad for them."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't even realize that like brothers are saying, it's gonna happen. It's gonna knock on your front door.
That's right. So I'm gonna have those virgin daughter of Babylon.
Ain't been touched.
That's right. 47 ain't been touched.
That's right. Keep going, bro.
It says, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Yeah, that's eventually what's going to happen, because there's going to be food shortages. There's going to be clean water is not going to be accessible. Okay, you're not going to be able to go and get your daily bread at the convenience as you're able to do so, like going through a drive-through, calling it on a Uber Eats, calling it in on a DoorDash. You're not going to be able to do these things, man. You're really going to have to fight for a piece of bread in that day, man. That was why the scriptures say, victuals shall be so good cheap that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And that's what you guys think, man. And gas cheap. Now all of a sudden gas is pretty much diminished. And then when they restock it, the price is going to be high, man. Okay? So we coming into a time of reckoning, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
God, it says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yeah, meaning they're not going to worry about who has a stature in that term. Who's the king? Who's the prince? Who's the mayor? The governor? Okay, go ahead.
God.
Yeah, a lot of these people are so on edge, they don't even care about going to prison at this point, man. A lot of people look at prison as like a fucking area of asylum. Because what's going on the outside?
Yeah.
Depression is at an all-time high. Drug use is at an all-time high because people are trying to cope with this pandemic that's taking place. So they just like, shit, if I turn somebody's TV off, at the end of the day, what am I facing? Going to get locked up and getting, how Jacob said, 3 hots in a cot.
3 hots, yeah. And you're going to get them 3 meals a day.
Yeah, 3 meals a day. You got it.
It says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
And that happened last year, 2020.
It did.
Okay? That happened last year, man. They shut these cities down, man.
Yep.
They had a roadblock up in Rhode Island. They wasn't allowing people from the state of New York to enter into the state of Rhode Island or Connecticut due to the coronavirus when it first started to spread, man.
They was lifting the bridges up in Chicago.
Yep, they was lifting up bridges. So this is gonna come on a whole nother global scale, man. But it's gonna be worse. It's gonna be worse in America than what you see in these other countries. Because the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of this land, a tremendous controversy. So the Lord is gonna open this thing wide up. And that's why we prophesying, man. Okay, we're seeing the results of us prophesying the things that's written of in the scriptures concerning Babylon the Great, man. Okay, y'all.
If I can say one thing too, and what a lot of people aren't expecting, and I believe in the spirit, which we always go into, but it's going to be another pestilence outbreak.
Oh yeah.
Not just this big. There's going to be something else.
Yep.
Let something else just crack through there and be just as bad as this virus, this corona that's taking place. That's going to be a global lockdown.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, we're going to have to chip everybody.
Yeah.
Because they're already damn near at that point of, they want to say it.
Well, they said they had the microchip that can detect COVID. So that's probably can detect other quote-unquote viruses too. So they ready, man. Esau ready to make their move. You know what they're doing right now? They're diminishing the supply chain. Okay? When all hell break loose, people not going to be able to, you know, get the necessary resources, so they go ahead and just wiping them out. You know, the common markets is being liquidated.
Yeah, they slowly, like even you mentioned COVID. You know, the risk, the people that were at risk were the elderly.
Right.
So it's like they're killing off the elderly.
Yeah,
They're starting to you know, diminish the supply chain.
yeah.
So it's like they're making them subtle steps.
Yeah.
Now it's down to the 12-year-olds. They got
Right.
where the 12-year-olds can
Right.
take it. You know,
Yeah.
You know, so hey,
Without parental consent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but I got the word sedition too. In the this is the word sedition in the etymology online dictionary. It says rebellion, uprising, revolt.
There's gonna be an uprising, man.
Mhm.
What you think is happening in Colombia? Them people over there, they're uprising against the government.
Yeah.
See, a lot of these people gonna draw the conclusion that the government was never for them. So they pacified you with these STEMIs and these PPPs and these SBAs, man.
Right.
That was just a simple pacification so they can get the job done.
Yep.
Okay? So that they can just continue to promote their agenda and rock you little niggas to sleep.
Right.
But when they snatch the rug from up under you, the first people you're gonna have a problem with is the government.
That's right.
Because you've laid your bed in their resources.
Mm-hmm.
So money, like you quoted, you got a rapper called Moneybag Yo. You ain't gonna be Moneybag Yo when you don't got no money. They giving you the money.
You just gonna be yo.
You know, you got, you know, all these people that's invested heavily in Babylon with business ventures, with properties. You know, whether you do in real estate or whether you was in transportation, right? All these things is gonna crumble, man.
Yep.
And that's where that sedition gonna come from, man. Because you're gonna see how you got bamboozled by the government. Okay?
Yep.
When the dollar's devalued and you have to have their RFID market chip to move, a lot of you people you gonna buck, man.
Yep.
You're gonna buck.
Yep. That's it.
Hey, it's saying what's that prophecy? Was that Zephaniah 1? It said people going to cast their silver and gold in the streets. They don't realize it's going to be options. It's going to be null and void. It's not going to amount to anything in that time. All hell's breaking loose and the economy collapse, stock market crash, and you're going to realize that you've been duped. And it was all bullshit to begin with, man. So you're going to cast all that money and your investments and all that stuff. People they're going to wake up to the fact that they, like the brother said, that you've been duped by the so-called U.S. government. Man.
Yep.
I appreciate it.
You
have more?
Yeah, but I can finish it after this. Or you want to finish it now?
Good.
Okay. It says concerted attempt to overthrow civil authority, violent strife between factions, civil or religious disorder, riot.
Yeah.
It's a religious disorder.
Yeah.
It said overthrows civil authority.
Authorities.
You know, and that's what you call a coup. You know what I'm saying? Like you have people that will basically rise up against the actual structure of the government. And you got a lot of militias out here.
Yeah.
There's tons of militias that's ready to overthrow.
Yeah.
Who was that last year with the one of the governors? I forget what state it was, but they basically kidnapped her or whatnot. You know, and then you had they was trying to invade the Capitol building.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which they did. They
did,
actually
yeah.
successfully invaded the Capitol building.
Yep.
That's one of many things that's going to take place.
Yep.
And see, people were in a frenzy when they seen these different things take place. Like, oh shit, the Capitol building got invaded.
Exactly.
There's going to be more. The Capitol building going to get burned down, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, and how's the government going to react when you're going to actually have, so-called, good Americans without any prior convictions? That's just going fucking ape shit.
They're going to lose it.
We're going to lose it.
It's gonna, but not only the Capitol building, it's gonna happen locally. You're gonna have your city halls,
State
your
capitals.
state capital,
Yep.
all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
The mayor and the governor, they basically gonna win at each other. Here in Georgia, I think she's about to retire or something.
Yeah, she's not
I'm
even-
not dealing with that.
Change it over the period.
Because of the officer that they rehired back, and now he got all kind of lawsuits against the city and everything. But yeah,
That's a prime example.
That's right. You have something?
that was the point on that.
Okay. Yeah. Quick preset is we probably gonna hop around in this chapter. 2 Ezra 16. I read from 37 to 39. It says, "Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth a son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth.
Yeah.
Great pains compass her womb."
And that child comes whether that woman likes it or not.
Right.
Meaning these prophecies are going to come to pass whether you people like it or not. Okay? That's like a woman in that third trimester, man, going into that those heavy contractions. Okay? That baby coming. And that's the same thing happening to America, man. That baby get ready to come, man. All right? And then a lot of you people going to be in the receiving end of prophecy, man. You're going to receive the bad end of prophecy, man.
Right.
Okay? Hey, prepare for, hundreds of thousands of people dropping at one time. Prepare for random attacks. Prepare for more, like the brother said, pestilences, outbreaks. Prepare for another shutdown. The NBA, the NFL,
Yeah.
all right? The majors, major leagues, all these concerts. They starting to open these concerts back up. They're going to shut them back down. They're going to shut them right back the fuck down, man. Prepare for certain cities to lose, hundreds of thousands of people, man. Okay? So prepare for more barricades. States pretty much bordering up their states, man. Not allowing people to come in and out their states, man.
More military presence.
Yep. And they already got the stuff set up, man. It's just that one event.
That's right.
Okay? One event gonna take this thing, and you look at what happened today. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead, bro.
It says within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb.
Great pains, man. And that's a short time span, but what? It's great pain. So America, they say within an hour their judgment come, man. That's gonna be the greatest pain, man. Okay?
Right.
That 1 hour, man, it's like a contraction, man.
Yeah.
That 1 hour, man, when America getting hit up and destroyed, that's gonna be that's the worst of the worst right there.
That's right.
That's the top judgment.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Which I believe, if I can add a quick slot here, if I could add, I believe with the contractions is a certain time interval or duration.
Yeah.
When the baby comes, it shortens.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
It gets closer and
closer
closer.
and closer.
Because what the body is doing is opening up the womb of the woman. It's called dilating. Right, for brothers that might have children or something or know the medical term, it's called the dilating. So basically, that womb, the womb of the woman or the uterus is opening, and those contractions, which those birth pains, is what's causing that womb to open up. So they feel like the back cramps and the spasms because their womb is opening and then it's closing back down. Then it's opening wider, then it's closing, and it just opens all the way up to the baby just come out.
Yep.
So that's what's happening right now in America. Go ahead, bro.
It says which pains when a child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. 39 is the point. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth.
Yeah, so a lot of people said, leave 2020 in the past, 2020 this, 2020 that. But 2021, you've been bamboozled for the first couple of months with this PPP instead.
Yep.
But we seeing in the spirit that, hey, this thing gonna take a turn for the worse in these next couple of months, man.
That's how you know the Most High. The Lord has he's cold because it's like, like you said, you've been bamboozled these months. It's kind of been, it's been things happening, but it wasn't like 2020. But man, it's gonna take a turn for worse, man. And then summer, is when a lot of things start to pop off. The hot weather, and then people start to really bug out. So this gonna be a hot, long summer.
Yeah, this gonna be like last year you had what was called the hot girl summer. Well, this year's gonna be a hot nigga summer, man. Because niggas getting ready to be fucking in dire straits.
You gotta be in spiritual to be in that right frame of mind. With these coming days also. Watching it, controlling the areas that so-called that you in. Knowing the hot zones, the cold zones, knowing what regions that's best suitable for you, because things are finna turn the hell up, man.
Right.
These local local niggas in your, you know, in the city near you,
Right.
they ready to, you know, get busy any damn way, man.
Yep.
And you've seen it's being a major crackdown, like I was even saying before, in these states with crime, man.
Right.
They're really
Yep.
taking it there with these different criminals. They were speaking about the gang activity here in Georgia. You know, they were saying that it's, you know, I think they said like 70,000 active gang members, man. You know, so these different governments, whether it's in Georgia or especially New York, California, Chicago, Florida, you know, Michigan, you know, all these different states, the government is ready to put the grips down on Jake Ash.
Man.
Great powers.
And with the different with the weather, that's what made the deal in Texas so, you know, big, because of, you know, no one was expecting, you know, the roads to freeze and then the gas, you know,
Yep.
not have any heat, you know. These things, when, you know, how you gonna prepare for that?
Right.
Right.
And somewhere where the weather don't even get like that.
You know,
You got, you know that the Lord is moving.
That's
with
right.
that, you know.
And he gonna amplify them contractions.
Yep.
When you deal with contractions, they get the pain of it. That's on the woman. They get worse and worse. And that last contraction before the baby comes through the womb is the worst one, man. That worst one, you know. You gotta answer that.
Yep. 12 Lazarus 39. Even so, shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it
Now, why is
on
the
every
world?
side.
Why is the world gonna mourn?
Right.
The scriptures say when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn.
That's right.
That's why the world is gonna mourn, because the Lord is gonna bring the judgments because of the wickedness that's going on under the sun.
That's right.
That's right.
That's why it's gonna be mourning out here, and great mourning. Okay? You people gonna learn that Yahweh Bashima Shai wasn't the one to play with. Okay? He ain't the one to be shucking and jiving with, man. Okay? Because he gonna spend the bottle on you people, man. Especially you Edomites. Okay? The Lord gonna give a lot of Jake's mercy kills, man.
Right.
All right? Some of you guys, some of you Edomites, man, your ass you gonna get the shit the end of the stick when all hell break loose in America too. And we ain't forgot about you. You look, you know, Tom, Dick, and Harry Edomites that live in these rural areas of Alabama and Tennessee
Right.
and West Virginia.
Yep.
This your time to get judged, man.
Yep, down there moving like you off the grid.
Yep.
Yeah.
If Jake is in trouble, you know, and we ain't diminishing the fact that Jacob's trouble is coming, but this Edomite trouble too.
Oh yeah.
You Edomites in big trouble, man.
That's right.
Okay, big boy trouble. And before it's all said and done, yeah, a lot of you Edomites gonna eat a missile, but you're gonna get caught up in these race riots. You're gonna get caught up in these pestilences and these famines. You're gonna be zombified. You're gonna take the chip. All you Edomites gonna get it too. You know, big time, man.
Oh, and it's beautiful you said that, because even when you go to these different rural areas, it's tough as hell to get gas in some of those areas, man.
Oh yeah.
They be like miles and miles apart depending on the regions that you go to. You know, especially like, you know, I can speak for Georgia, you know, because of course we stay in this. You know, we can speak for this state particularly because we stay here. I'm pretty sure all brothers are familiar. But you go to certain rural areas, and it be certain, you know, it take a while to damn near get to certain gas station. Find a gas station.
You go out 22,
Yep.
going out through Birmingham.
Birmingham. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That Route 22 going up toward Memphis.
It's rural.
It ain't nothing out
Yeah,
there.
ain't nothing.
And these truckers ain't gonna accept no jobs to come down here, and they might not even fucking have gas to get home.
Right.
And it's gonna get to a point where these little niggas are gonna start jumping on these trucks, man.
That was
It's
like
like Fast
yeah.
and Furious type shit.
Following the trucks.
Damn, what that Mad Max?
Mad Max.
Yeah. Mad Max. But down in Madison, the only station that had gas was the Love truck stop.
See that? And on the way over here for the live stream, hey brothers, the lines was wrapped around the fucking corner on both sides of the gas station, man. It was bad, man.
Yeah.
That shit
It was
everywhere.
bad.
It's everywhere like that.
Yeah, everywhere, man.
Yes, and certain brothers like such as myself, I ran to the gas station and it was like, hey, ain't nobody really here. They gassing up. So they in that example with brothers in these situations, the Lord look out for you, man.
That was spiritual. It was the same thing happened to me.
Yep.
I went by like 3 or 4 gas stations. They was out of gas. Then the next one I pulled up to, the gas station was packed.
Yeah.
But it was one pump that was open, and the Spirit had me move right in on it. I didn't even have to wait. I moved right in on it, got the gas, got out of there. Same thing happened with my wife.
Con.
You know, she found a gas station, moved right in and right out.
Con.
So we, hey man,
Yeah.
hey, that's why, you know, and another thing too, that's why the name of the lesson was, we're gonna get into the scriptures in a minute. But that's why the name of the lesson is prepare your mind for more intense global activity. And a
Con.
part of that preparation is faith.
Con.
Knowing that Yahweh Bashemah, not guessing, you gotta know within yourself that Yahweh Bashemah Shai is gonna be with you, man.
Con.
Okay?
Con.
Based upon the things that's written of in the scriptures. If you kept his word, if you served him, if you went to the camps, then you're supposed to have a hope and an expectation of the Lord being there for you. That's a part of the preparation. And the Lord's gonna try your faith too, because he's gonna make it seem like he's not there with you, but he's there with you the whole time. He just wants you to hold your faith.
Con.
This is all part of the preparation. We getting ready to go into tip off, man.
Con.
Okay, you got it, Ratazah.
Con, yep,
I got one after you.
I was done with that.
Oh, you got one.
You
Yeah, this one real quick. 2nd Ezra 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
And when you think about, like we've been getting on, you know, these past weeks, you know, even the apostles on down, you know, shit. When you think about pride, you think about these American women, man. You know, the pride of in America is at an all-time high, and the Lord hates that. The Lord hates the pride, and it's a lot of proud niggas too. You know, a lot of proud blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And one thing that, you know, the Lord, you know, what the Lord gets off with is breaking somebody's pride, man. So he's gonna really go out his way to break down your pride and humble you. So you understand, hey, like in India, them heathens, man, they be so tied into their idols that you can't tell them otherwise. But this vid that took place, it made it where they actually throwing and trashing all their idols, you know, in the garbage can. It's certain people that have been fucking worshiping those idols, 60, 70-year-old women. They've been worshiping them idols since they were 3 or 4 years old, going to those shrines,
Man,
with their mothers and their mothers' mothers, you know, their grandmothers and things of that nature, showing them and giving them those old tales about these different shrines and how it gave blessings. But since this vid took place, they threw all that shit in the trash can, man. And those shrines, a lot of those shrine items, they were just, you know, 2-3 years old. Some of those idols was in some of those Indians' houses for fucking decades, man. Generations, because they passed down houses, man. Might have been a idol that, and a lot of them were worth something in that country. But they like F that, man.
yep.
So
And
the
you
concepts of these people are changing up, man.
And Jesus Christ is gonna disappoint a lot of you niggas.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna be peeling off your Caesar stickers off the back of your car. You're gonna be throwing the pictures out the window. You ain't doing shit. He ain't got the answers. Yahushua got the answers, but y'all refuse Yahushua. That's why he was known as the stone that the builders disallowed, man. Y'all didn't want him to be your cornerstone, man. Y'all didn't want him to be your foundation. Y'all didn't want to build on Yahushua because you're too proud. Yahushua ain't got no room for your pride. And because you couldn't merge your pride with Yahushua, you'd rather hold on to your pride. And it's coming into a time of reckoning. Like the brother said, the Lord's getting ready to go out his way to check your pride, man. You ain't want Yahushua to be that foundational piece in your life. Okay? You chanted for Barabbas. Okay? The elect follow Yahushua, the land whithersoever he goeth, man. And we the ones that's proclaiming the prophecies written of in the scriptures and telling the elect to get ready. Okay? Get it ready, bros. And you sisters as well. Okay? And if you're a single sister out here, and you might not be tied with a man, or you might be a relative of a prophet, or a brother that's serving the Lord, and you believe, just hold still, man. Just hold still, hold your belief. Yahweh Bashemah Shai gonna pair you up, man.
That's right.
You know, Most High gonna get you sisters through it as well that believe in the spirit. You got it, bro.
Some go back on by speaking about the idols.
Yeah.
Jeremiah 2 and 28 is speaking to Judah, but it applies to the other nations as well. Jeremiah 2 and 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble. For according to the number of thy cities are thy gods, O Judah.
And see, one thing about Jake is stuck on stupid, man. they still, keep their heads up, Haile Selassie's ass, and Jamaican and Caribbean regions. They still under that vibration of Jesus Christos, which is really that Serapis Christos spirit, and they're still going to try to hold on to these idols until the end, and it's showing that they're not working with them.
That's right.
Your cousin got put down by the bids, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your pastor got put down. Oh shit! That one chick, it was the lady that took the jab, and she was a church leader.
Oh yeah.
And she was talking the most shit about how trying to persuade and coerce her congregation to take the jab. She took the jab and dropped dead shortly after, man.
Good for her.
And good for her. Yeah, the ticket got punched. And there's gonna be a lot more of these different pastors and these different which we've been going through our book readings and Zechariah. Man, the Lord be cussing them shepherds out, man. These false, the Lord.
Yeah, he really.
The Lord has a vehement hatred for these false representatives of His word, man.
That's right.
And He's gonna really, like we said before, He's gonna really take it there. I got a precept too, I think.
I'm gonna have to jump up to 27. Jeremiah 2:27. It says, saying to a stock, which look at this word stock, it means like a piece of wood that you make idols out of. Saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. This is what the nation says, what Israel says, idols. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face, but in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. So they're going to, turn to these different idols to try to save them, but it's going to be no avail. They're not going to, it's made of wood, stone. Other scriptures, I think Habakkuk said with the, they turn to the dumb stone,
Right.
saying, speak, arise. But that's just what they are. They're just idols, man.
Yeah, and they've been running to these idols for these answers for years, especially with this pandemic that's taking place.
Right.
But they talk to those idols, man. They have a strong heart connection, like they're part of the family, man. And they see that they haven't been getting responses, which is what agitating the minds of the people.
Right.
So now they're throwing these idols on the ground, and they're getting pissed off by the federal government. Like we was talking about India, for example, out there in Delhi, they're catching hell. There's shit, and it's with those high concentrated populations like India. Shit, it don't matter if you wear a face mask. It don't matter if you get jabbed or whatever. It's too many people in those fucking regions, man.
Right.
It's overpopulated. So they're already on edge, and they're already in the mindset of really, giving somebody the business because they see that shit. It ain't nothing that they can do. They just gotta sit there and suffer.
Hey, well, the Lord, with these idols, the Lord did that when we was in Egypt with Pharaoh. He allowed them to hang around for like the first 3 rounds, and then after that, the Lord, they were like, well, we can't do that. The Lord exceeded His power over them, and the same thing will happen again. The people gonna come to realization that listen, no, the God of Israel, that's the one that we need to follow them.
That's the one.
But that's the true power.
Yeah.
The Lord just gonna show us it works again, man.
That's right. Precept this morning.
That's it.
Okay, Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
And that goes into what you were saying about preparing our minds, for because it says, remember the Lord while the evil days come not, and that's why the Spirit has been pushing brothers to get into the breakdowns, be on point. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing is really that's why the Spirit is on the apostles to get down on men amongst Great Millstone and get our heads in the game, is because this shit is happening, man. We're getting closer and closer, and we're seeing, like I was just saying, we're really seeing the end being made manifest pursuing the Habakkuk 2.
And we see in the prophecies that we're speaking about, everything that we're speaking in this book is coming to pass. The apostles been warning. I remember a while back, the apostles were like, look, y'all brothers, y'all need to watch that jet set spirit, trying to go country, trying to go to Italy and the DR and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Especially when a lot of people was dying in the DR, a few years back. know, he's saying there's gonna be a lot of plagues that's gonna take place, and sure enough, that virus, you know, hit. Same thing with the elders in Dallas. You know, they did that video speaking on Tel Aviv.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking about those atrocities that took place, and now lo and
Yeah.
behold.
2 days later,
Mhm.
2 days later, Tel Aviv got hit, man.
Mhm.
You know, and the Spirit moved on the elder to say that, like, you know, as an example of just like breaking news, Tel Aviv hit, and then it happened 2 days later. So this thing ain't no joke, man. The words that we speak, man, is we speak in prophecy, man. Okay, and at times, hey, that's why, hey, the Lord he don't cover the mouth when the prophets speak, man. Okay, because even though it might not be written, you know, that there's going to be the NBA is going to shut down and the NFL is going to shut down, but we know as a prophet you can say that. Okay, you can say things like that because even though you can't pull a scripture where it might say the NBA or the NFL is going to be shut down, you know that based on prophecy, the scripture say that the city is going to be shut down.
We have a more sure word.
We have a more sure word of prophecy.
That's right.
So we can go into the intricacies and the details of prophecy, and then how about Shema Shai reveal them, man.
Filling those spiritual blanks.
He fill in those spiritual blanks because you got the outlines. Then in the outline, you got the details of that outline, man. And when we can speak the details as well, man. You know, because the Most High getting ready to get busy, man. Okay, the Lord getting ready to get wild with these judgments, especially in Babylon the Great. You know, you have some more on that?
Yeah. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
And that's also talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, the sun represents the light, the moon represents the wisdom, man. Okay, it says before these things be darkened. How are these things going to be darkened? When the Lord will draw the prophets from the highways and byways and send out that famine of the word. When these YouTube platforms is totally taken down and you don't have internet access to go and get these breakdowns. The Lord said, hey, seek the days of the Lord before all this happens. Okay? Get it in you, man. Get this oil. Okay? Because you're going to need momentum going into Jacob's trouble. Okay? You need that momentum. Okay? It's like a long jump. Okay? You gotta run first, then you gotta jump. You know, you can't just jump. You know, as soon as you get to the point of liftoff, you just jump from there. Like you're gonna come up way short. But if you build your momentum up and then jump, you're gonna get further. That's what the Lord got us doing. Building up spiritual momentum to be able to go into Jacob's trouble so that we can last to the end, man.
That's right.
Okay?
You know, Paul likened this onto a striving. Like when you see somebody that's striving, you know, or taking a stride, you know, that's that like you were speaking about. You know, you getting that momentum. You know,
That's why I say folks like.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why I say was the Habakkuk 2. We see what right division, make it plain upon tables. That he may run that read it. That's right. The Lord said us we read these scrolls and these scriptures. Lord put us in that race. He chose us to, you know, Lord willing, we are the hopeful light. He gave us that start off, man. Now everybody is set to run. People just sitting there dormant, just you know, sitting there lost,
don't even know they're in the race.
taking a jab, you know. But we, you know, Lord put us on this path. Now y'all gotta run, man.
Yep.
You know.
You could be faster than someone that doesn't have the momentum. I mean, you could be faster than someone, but someone that have momentum will beat you.
Right.
If I got momentum going into it, then you just now trying to take off, like y'all just been saying.
Yeah, exactly.
The one with the momentum gonna win every time.
Gonna get in there.
So same thing, like bro saying, same thing with the scriptures. Momentum is tight. I got a precept.
Just a little bit more authority, Slaki. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the window be darkened. And one thing I've been noticing is there's a lot of job openings, you know. But see, and I read this in an article, a lot of people don't even want to work at this point no more, man.
Right.
You know, they're having these little, and the jobs that open is really rinky-dink jobs, these little fast food chains, which a lot of people already quit and got the hell out of. But they got openings, and they got, you know, you can apply today, but nobody don't want to work these jobs no more.
Right.
You know?
I heard it was somewhere they actually paying people to
I seen that.
do job interviews.
Yeah.
They actually paying you.
like
Pay.
$100 or something like that.
Yeah, to go do a job, to go interview for the job.
They paying you to go to certain states,
Yeah.
you know. But like I said, a lot of people they've been you know, this this pandemic has basically broken their mentality to the point where they don't want to do anything at this point. You know?
The like I said, we mentioned transportation earlier, but the transportation industry they say there's a shortage right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, drivers and this and that because of this pandemic thing.
Yeah. And if I could add to that, the grinder season, because brother mentioned the PPP, which the PPP ran out.
Yep.
So now, like if they didn't throw all this money towards these businesses would have been done. You've seen businesses boarded up left and right.
Mhm.
But what's been keeping a lot of these businesses is these little loans and you start throwing out these money. But now that they ran out, how are these businesses gonna stay?
Yeah, I gonna stay afloat. And another thing too was you had a lot of people scamming off the PPP loans that was getting money,
That took away.
and it took away from certain businesses getting the PPP loans to stimulate the economy.
Yeah,
So, sir, you had a lot of businesses throughout America that was pretty much petitioning to Joe Biden, like, hey, put some more money in there
Yeah.
because our loan was still pending. But then you got Jakes out here doing 5 and 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10 PPP loans,
Mhm.
running up,
Yeah, they get
100 racks
They get $500,000
off of loans. So this is all a part of, Jake helping break this motherfucker down too, off of that greed.
Scam.
You got something, bro. You got it. Oh, you have it.
Because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Last one. And the doors shall be shut in the streets.
Yeah, the doors gonna be shut in the streets. Now we got a glimpse of that last year during the COVID-19 when it first hit. America was quiet, man.
Highways
They said the pollution had decreased by like 50%
Mhm.
during that first couple of weeks of COVID.
Certain parts in Europe, they had all kind of animals, in the city and shit, walking around.
Yep.
Right.
Birds were chirping louder.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, by the window,
So hey, the door. Scoop say the doors gonna be shut. Yeah, the doors gonna be shut, but the people gonna be out in the streets, man. Cause they gonna be trying to find it, man. Okay, go ahead, bro.
When the sound of the grinding is low,
Mm-hmm.
and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
And that grinding represents work. Like the brother was just making a point. A lot of people don't even want to work right now because why? Because Esau really he's destroying the middle class.
Yeah.
If you know what's going on right now, that's why he giving out these PPP loans.
Mhm.
Okay, these PPP loans is putting Jake in the space. They quitting their jobs. They like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I ain't gotta go back to work. But then when these loans run out and all this money run out, ain't gonna be no more goddamn jobs.
Yep.
So you gonna just have the rich and the poor. That middle class lifestyle of living like the cut above the rest is gonna be obsolete. And they did the same thing in Rome. So the doors is gonna be shut, man. You ain't gonna be able to go into Target, Lowe's, Walmart, Home Depot, Kroger, Harris Teeter,
Best Buy.
Best Buy, Trader Joe's.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to go to these places, man. You gonna need Yahweh Shema Shah to get you through this. Yep. The one and only, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low.
That's right. So Jake ain't gonna be rapping about getting back in blood and all this other non just bullshit.
Yeah.
And Jake ain't gonna be all happy-go-lucky and dropping albums and snippets and trailers and Jake gonna be out here trying to figure out what's gonna be their next meal. And we talking about celebrities too, man. Because you celebrities finding out that you're very touchable.
Right.
You're figuring that out.
Especially rappers.
Yeah, rappers, actors, basketball players. You had a basketball player died in a car crash right before the draft happened. Kobe Bryant, let's not forget about him. He so much stuff happened in the world. I thought Kobe was still alive.
Yeah, you shit. A lot of these athletes go crazy and they'll kill their wife, kill their children. I think one of those situations recently happened with a football player.
Football player. They losing it, man. You look at Kyrie Irving, he all on YouTube sitting in Indian style.
Bugged out.
Just through, man. So you celebrities, you gonna fall with the rest of them, man. Okay,
God.
you got something?
Yeah. This is Proverbs 3:5. It says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct their path." Just like the bishop said, when these PPPs run out and different loans or whatever, then what you gonna do? Which is already out. So what you gonna do next then? You gonna trust in Yahweh Shema Shah? You gonna still be looking for E to hand you out something?
Right.
You gonna get to the point where you gotta trust in the Lord.
That's it. That's what it boils down to.
Because the next big thing that he gonna start handing out is them ships, man.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They already giving out too much shit.
That's all they have left.
That's all they got left.
And if they don't hand out, if you don't take that chip that they handing out, then they gonna give you a second handout, which is gonna be an ass whoop.
Yep.
They gonna be handing out hot ass whoops like hot cakes at McDonald's.
Yeah, and these different stadiums that you Jakes love to run to, these Benz stadiums, you know, these stadiums all throughout the United States. You know, you go there, you know, to celebrate and things of that nature, to watch your, you know, your football game and things of that nature. They're gonna lock you Jakes down in them areas and fucking chip you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, turn into internment centers. Just like when New Orleans suffered that crisis of Katrina, you know, they transitioned the stadium into damn near a concentration camp, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Concentrated area, and it was like a fucking tent stadium, like in Jacksonville and these different cities and stuff. You see these tent cities, they be just homeless people, and there's tents all over the goddamn place.
Yeah.
A lot of them different stadium areas is gonna be filled up with tents. And
It's like that in LA.
yeah, in
Skid
LA,
Row.
Skid Row, yeah.
Now, we seen it, man. This dude, but they got tents everywhere, even outside of Skid Row, because the poverty and the cost of living. So you people don't even know the backhand deal you about to get from Esau. Okay, it's gonna be lethal, man. Okay, and he don't have the American citizens in his best interest. Okay, you had some more on that, Rob?
Nah, that was.
I got something real quick. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, and it's a lot. Let me see where I can start. Now let me start. I'm gonna start at verse 7. It says, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men." So the reason why the earth is being kept, and you see all these different kingdoms popping up in these different countries and cities and, you know, establishments and alliances, coalitions, is because the earth is being built up to be destroyed. Okay, the Lord is building up His playground, man. Okay, and He gonna work a work. That's in what's that, Habakkuk? I will work a work. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Verse 8, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is one day." Because the reason why that was put there is because we have to understand the process that we're going through and that we can't rush it.
Exactly.
That's why he said that. That's why when you go up, it said the earth is everything is being kept in store and reserved against the day of judgment. Because in the time of the scriptures, you had the disciples, they was ready for the kingdom to come. They was like, "Hey, when's the kingdom? The kingdom, is it now? Is it now?" That's why Peter was saying, "Listen, it's being reserved, because you got to remember that one day to the Lord is as 1,000 years, bros. So be patient. Let the process take place." Okay? Continuing on, it says, verse 9, "The Lord is not slack concerning His promise, because through the distance of time, a lot of people fall out of His truth because it ain't happened when they wanted it to happen, i.e. the year 2000, i.e. 2012. Okay? These are just a couple of primary examples where certain Jakes lost their faith, okay, because they thought that the Lord didn't keep good on His promise.
Right.
That's why Paul is saying this. The Lord is not slack concerning it, okay? It says, "As some men count slackness." Yeah, you got you Edomites out here. You don't think a lot of you Edomites don't think you in trouble. A lot of you Jakes don't think you've done nothing wrong. A lot of you other nations don't know that a Judite is coming with a holy host of angels from the heavens to destroy you.
That's right.
You're counting his appearance as slackness, man. Okay? It says, "As some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance." That's talking about the elect.
You got that that saying that Rome didn't fall overnight. It was gradual steps that took place. Because just like kingdoms don't get built overnight. It took America decades, really hundreds of years to really get to the point that it was at. 1492, they say, that the saying goes, Columbus sailed the ocean blue, from 1400s to the 1500s with the Spaniards and their conquests and things of that nature. Then they started to campaign and get their talent, so to speak, or their claws within the American shores and all the wars that took place for 1776 for it to be a standing kingdom. But from 1776, fast forward into 2021, it's been a fucking decline, man.
Yep.
You already had the great ages of America.
That's right.
What is it? The roaring 20s.
Yep.
The 30s and the 40s.
And then you had the Great Depression that came after that.
Depression. Yep.
I'm gonna keep going. It says, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So this is the determination of Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai. Okay? That the earth and the elements and all the things that were built in Babylon the Great in various parts of the world be burnt up. The Lord don't care nothing about the fucking Mount Rushmore. The Lord don't give a fuck about the fucking Eiffel Tower. What's the
Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, Leaning Tower of Pisa and what's the Empire State Building. Like the Lord really cherishes, certain monuments and relics in America, like you eat them. The Lord said all the work's gonna be burned up there.
The Lord hate those idols.
Yep.
They don't, show reverence unto the Most High, nor his priests or the men that's accompanying his book. They're just idols of witchcraft and sorcery.
Yep. Number 11. Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, which goes back to the initial point of the lesson. Prepare your mind for more global, more intense global activities, man. What manner of person ought you to be? What manner of man ought you to be? You should be a faithful man. You should be a man that's laboring. You should be a diligent man. You should be a patient man. You should be a watchful man. What manner of woman ought you to be? Humble, okay? Listening in humility, okay? Showing penitence and repenting to Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai and getting in your rightful order. Because you ain't just going to hop and skip into the kingdom of heaven thinking you'll be passing policy right along with the men. Okay? So you better find your place. Like you're going to be sitting at the round table with Yahweh Shai giving solutions. Global solutions and shit. Like you're going to be the secretary sitting at the front desk with the pen and the attitude. You women get ready to turn a whole other leaf. Yeah, welcome to the kingdom of heaven. How may I help you? No, that ain't gonna happen, man.
Red lipstick, big head,
the head wrap on. That ain't gonna happen. Y'all gotta stop letting Esau, deceive you into thinking that you're gonna have some type of ranking position over men. It's everything get ready to go back into subjection. And you women gonna learn fear before this thing is all said and done. So you gotta put yourself in the right mindset to prepare for judgment. Because when all hell break loose, by nature, men is not going to be looking for the closest woman to guide them and protect them and watch over them. By nature, women going to be screaming, all delirious, and they're going to be looking for the closest man, like in the book of Eli. Okay, to go with, man. It ain't going to be the other way around.
You're going to have a lot of these different lunatics that's going to be let off the leash, too.
Yeah.
Because law enforcement, they're going to be stretched too thin, man. That's why even last year, they stopped doing, high-speed chases. They started suspending a lot of, crime, that was taking place because they started getting stretched too thin because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
So they're going to start getting to the point where rape, just be straight up, man.
It's coming back.
The law enforcement ain't going to be able to fucking deal with domestic violence and shit like that.
No, they're not. They're going to have bigger fish to fry. I'm going to finish this off and I'm going to pass it on. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness. And that's talking to men and women. What manner of person, how should you be moving right now, man? Okay? How should you be dealing? Okay? You're supposed to be moving in a way that's pleasing unto Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. Okay? So that goes into a part of the preparation, man. Knowing what pleases your Lord, man. What pleases your power. We'll do it. Okay? We're going to get Gary some final precepts.
I got some.
You got it, man.
It's Zephaniah 2:14. The day of the Lord is near, it is near, and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Yeah, it's plain and simple, man. The day of the Lord is near, is near, man. You know, and that's what we've been going into. You know, like the title says, worldwide chaos, worldwide events, man.
Yep.
That's the day of the Lord.
Is it?
You know.
Yeah, and that's why they're trying to halt these different gun sales too.
Yeah.
You've been seeing in the news, they're trying to stop the floodgates from opening of all these different citizens purchasing all these damn guns, man. They're purchasing hella guns. You know, us brothers, we don't stockpile that bullshit. But on a worldwide, level, people are buying guns left and
Yep.
right.
Stacking up.
They're stockpiling. Not only guns,
Ammo.
Guns, batteries, solar panels, like you said, ammunition, water.
They got the underground bunkers you can put in your yard now, right outside your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they getting ready for the great day of the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly Esau, these Bible Belt devils that really get into some of these prophecies. But you Jakes, y'all just gonna get caught up in the wildfire.
Okay.
It says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Yeah, so these are all adjectives that describe the day of the Lord, and it's not pretty. You know, this is going to be a day, and like we just said, what manner of person ought you to be, knowing that a day of trouble, wasteness, desolation, all these things are getting ready to happen. Everyone is going to be tested. Everyone is going to be basically shown. Basically your true colors shown, man. You're going to see who really has that faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai and who's a 2/3. Plain and simple,
That's right. That's right.
Quick precept. Ezekiel 7:6. And end is come. The end is come. They watching for thee. Behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land.
Yep, and that end that it's talking about is talking about the end of the age. Okay? Which is aeon in the Greek. And the end of the age of the Edomites. Because on a global scale, man, the earth is not coming to an end, man. Just this rulership, this beast rulership, which we know the beast in the scriptures to be NATO. Which NATO is comprised of an alliance of European countries that's controlling the earth. Okay? And that's the end that's coming, man. The end of the beast, man. That's why the scripture say in Revelation that they got victory over the beast. And they rejoice with the Lamb. Okay? Well, in the presence of the Lamb and the holy angels. The beast was burned in the presence of the holy angels and the Lamb. Okay? So that beast is what's coming to an end. Go ahead.
The time has come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains.
The day of trouble, man. See, when you really dig into the scriptures, you'll find that the Bible is really a book that prophesies of bad times, man. Okay? Horrible times, man. And the Lord don't spare you because you're an old 65-year-old lady or because you're a 2-year-old baby girl. Okay? The Lord can get vicious, man. He's known as the Alashadya, man. Okay? He been putting little babies to death since the beginning, and he gonna be putting you little babies and you old women to death in the ladder.
That's right. Hey, but when we opened up talking about the guns in Israel, they had reported that like 10 or so on kids that had died.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of kids
wiped
being
out.
hit.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, last verse. And now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee.
See, the Most High is angry. A lot of people say, well, God is a God of love. Well, the scriptures, no, that's not true. The scriptures constantly reiterate the indignation of the Lord, the wrath of the Lord, the fire, the anger that's kindled within the Lord, man. And what reason has the earth given the Lord to be happy?
Right.
Or you know, or to glory in the earth don't even recognize Yahweh Shem.
Right.
So you think he's sitting up there happy because he's disrespected every day? No, not at all. So he's gonna show you the ultimate ass whooping.
That's right.
Okay? And you're gonna be the ultimate ass whooping warrior. Okay, go ahead, bro.
And I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thine abominations.
Absolutely. All this, you know, every time you look up, they putting up a new crab shack.
Yeah.
A new shrimp, you know, shrimp and crab boil.
That's very
I don't remember that this 5-6 years ago like this.
Putting them up like fucking
Like fucking Mickey D's.
Yeah.
You know, they putting them up like Mickey D's around the city, man.
Where are they getting all this crap?
You know, that's why the Lord said he's gonna punish you for all your abominations. Adultery, okay, lesbianism, faggotism, drug usage, drug dealings, murder. Okay, Atlanta is at a 60% increase of violent crimes this year outside of 2020. 2020 was bad, and this year is even worse.
Right.
So all the violence, man. That's what happened in the book of Genesis. The scripture, the Lord said, "Violence up." You got it, bro.
Yeah, I just turned to that.
Genesis 10, I think.
Genesis 6,
Yep.
6 and 12. Genesis 6 and 12. 6 and 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence.
Yeah, it's corruption, man. It's corruption everywhere. Corrupt politics, corrupt women in relationships. Okay, you got all kind of madness going on out here, and the earth is filled with violence. Rappers getting spent. Okay, celebrities dropping. You know, COVID. Yeah, it's all kind of corruption going on out here. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt. For all the flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
Yeah, and that's what's happening now. That's why the scripture say there's no new thing under the sun.
That's right.
So the same things that was pissing the Lord off, that's there you go. Yep. So when the Lord was pissed off with the ways of the world back then, it's the same thing happening now.
Right.
But you've exceeded what they was doing back then. Okay? This is the most wicked the earth has ever been, man.
That's right.
That's why the destruction is going to super exceed
Yep.
what he did with the flood, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Yep. Last verse 13. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
That's right. So this is the same creator that did that, that's watching this madness go on in the earth, man. So the Lord is going to do new things, man. He's going to get creative with this final judgment, man. So you got to be ready to see whatever. Okay?
Yes.
All that dwelling in the land.
Oh, yeah.
That's spiritual, bro. You know, that was the last scripture, bro?
Yeah, that was it.
God, so yeah, so Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. You know, brothers and sisters, prepare your mind. Okay, continue to watch, continue to pray. Like the scripture say, watch as well as pray. I will stand upon my watch, man. Give diligence. All right, keep looking, man, because before we know it, Yahweh Shem Shai gonna open this thing up. We ain't gonna be on the highways and byways that much more longer, man.
Right.
So get it while it's out there. All right. So with that, we're gonna close it out, giving all praises, all glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, safety to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom. Exit layout.
You just hit end broadcast. You see it? Let's scroll down a little bit.
When you move
On
on the side.
Yeah. You see it? Where it say end at? It was a red
It's a
box.
red button.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
I got you.